Hello YouTube. Today in this video I am going to be playing a little bit of Grand Theft Auto 5 and I'm going to be showing gamers where exactly they can find their favorite sports cars in these games. So obviously that is probably the biggest thing that everybody buys these games for, unless you're really into the senseless violence, in which case, well, I can't help you there. But if you're into the really fast, really cool cars, then I can definitely help you. So the first thing that you're really going to want to do is you are going to want to open up your map and you are going to want to search for the area of Rockford Hills. So the reason that we are going to be going to Rockford Hills is that most areas in the game, if you notice, they seem to spawn the same cars over and over again. Now, this is great if the cars that they are spawning are the cars that you want to be driving. However, in most places of the game, it'll be spawning cars such as the one I am currently driving right now, which are hard to handle, and while they may look nice sometimes, at other times they are just flat out ugly. There's no other real way to say that. Anyway, so we're going to avoid that. So what we're going to do is we are going to set a waypoint on our map, and we are going to drive to Rockford Hills. Now, I really suggest that you actually have Michael unlocked as a character at this point if you are really new to the game and don't know the layout of the city at all, because if you just have Franklin unlocked at the beginning of the game, it can be a little difficult to find your way around, and you won't be able to just set a waypoint immediately. Or once you have Michael unlocked, since his house is in Rockford Hills, you'll be able to just set a waypoint right near his house, and you will be good to go. So anyways, just make your way over to this area. You don't need to be, as I said, driving a specific car, but it does help if you carry a weapon, because sometimes the drivers of these sports cars will try to get away. And you may have to pop some tires or pop some heads, which, like I said, not advocating the senseless violence here. Anyways, once you have arrived in Rockford Hills, just start looking around. Sometimes your luck is better than others. Sometimes you'll actually find exactly what you're looking for as soon as you roll into the area, and you'll be able to go and take that car. Sometimes it'll even be parked on the side of the road, and you'll be really lucky. But other times you have to hunt and wait around a little bit, but sooner or later you'll be able to find every car in the game that is available on the road, except for one, the Truffade Adder, which is the representation of the Bugatti Veyron. In order to find this one, you're going to want to drive down Portola Drive. Now, this is a really nice street, and you will see other cars down here that are really nice as well. But what we're looking for is this set of buildings and this car right here. This is the only place in the game that I have found where this car will spawn. And it's a rare spawn chance. It doesn't always spawn here. But if you do happen to be driving by and you see one, I would definitely hop out of whatever car you're in and hop into it, because these cars are very expensive to purchase in the in-game store. And they're honestly just a blast of fun. I mean, look how fast I can drive this car down the road. I mean, seriously. This is probably the fastest car you're going to have access to until you have a ton of money at the end of the game and you can purchase some other ones. But in my opinion, this is probably the most fun car to drive. And of course, we are definitely going to want to keep this for the future. And we're not just going to want to have to discard it as soon as we're done driving it around and go to our next mission, right? So, in order to keep it, what we're going to want to do is we are going to want to drive back up to, in this case, Michael's house. But if you happen to be Franklin at this time, you'll have to take it all the way back to Franklin's house. Now, once we get to this house, we have the ability at the beginning of the game to save one car that is not just the character's personal car that the game has assigned you that everybody will get. We are able to save one car in their personal garage. Now, later in the game, you'll be able to buy more parking garages, and you'll be able to have quite a few cars saved, and it's going to be really nice once we get that much money in the game. But at this point, we're just going to have the one, and what we're going to want to do is just drive it right up on in there, and then hop out and exit the garage, because once you have done this, and you save your game, the game will also save that car in your garage, and you will actually be able to go back and you'll be able to use that car again, which is really cool. It's a really nice feature that I don't necessarily know if the other GTA games had. It's been a long time since I played them. Well, anyways, I'm going to wrap up the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful to anybody who is not really a GTA pro. And I hope you guys can find the car that you want to drive and just drive it as fast as you can and break all the laws of the road that you don't break in real life. Peace.